guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha and I make videos on minimalism, productivity, wealth building and intentional living. And I recently hit 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. To celebrate, I wanted to share with you my journey and also some tips for how you can start a YouTube channel and begin to grow your online following. Before I begin, I want to give you some context and also to explain how this video is going to be structured. I actually have two YouTube channels, this one and a much larger one called London City Girl, which has over 100,000 subscribers. That channel focuses on animated educational content, and every video takes months and months worth of research and animation, so every single video has a long production time. This channel is more in line with what people imagine they want to make when they start YouTube channels, so basically face to camera videos, and that's why I'll be speaking specifically about this channel. Both the channels have very different strategies and I will be making future videos where I compare the two, but today it's all about this channel. The topics that I'll cover in this video are how long it takes to get to 1,000 subscribers, how to grow to 1,000 subscribers, how long it takes to get monetized and how much you can expect to make, and what not to do. So how long it takes to get to 1,000 subscribers? Well, for me, I started this channel in late 2018 and I just hit 1,000 subscribers in late July of 2020, so it took over a year and a half. But don't worry, it's not going to take you that long, because in this video I'm going to share with you the tools and information that will make sure that you grow a lot faster. So when I began, I was mostly publishing vlogs, and because I wasn't sharing my vlogs with my friends and family, I was relying solely on the internet and for people to find me, find something in my content that would resonate with them and make them want to follow me. So as you can imagine, my growth was super slow, and this is something that you have to expect if you're a new channel, because nobody knows you from Adam. So think about your own behavior. How likely is it that you would follow a complete stranger that hasn't already got an established following? Then something happened in 2019. I discovered minimalism and the low buy no buy movement. I'm not going to go into depth here, but essentially I spent all of 2019 embracing the minimalist lifestyle, being extremely frugal and discovering Marie Kondo and decluttering like a fiend. And because of my newfound passion, I started making videos on those topics, and that really seemed to resonate with people. There was a whole community of people interested in all of those things, and there was a real spike in interest in my videos, and I started to see more and more subscribers. So in 2020, I started to take this channel much more seriously. I started making consistent content on minimalism because I knew that's what my subscribers were interested in, and as I said, I started to see more and more subscribers. So by the end of 2019, I had only 323 subscribers, and then in 2020, across January to July, I grew by approximately 700 subscribers, and on the 27th of July, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Your first 1,000 subscribers are a very special breed of people, because they are the early adopters who believe in you and your channel before the social proof that comes with much bigger numbers. So it's really important to engage with this audience and to take on their feedback, because they will prove to be your allies as you go on this long journey of YouTube. So to get back to the question that I posed at the beginning of this segment, how long will it take you to gain 1,000 subscribers? For the average channel that doesn't blow up overnight and that produces consistent good quality content, I think it would take about a year. How to grow to 1,000 subscribers. There are 6 main things that you should do to grow your channel to 1,000 subscribers. The first thing is to niche down and master the algorithm. So pick a topic for your channel that is fairly popular but not too popular. You want people to be searching out that topic, but you don't want to pick an area that is so highly saturated that you get lost in the crowd. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be successful in highly saturated areas, but you should be aware that it could take you much longer. Also, you need to pick a topic that you can produce content on for the next 5 years. YouTube can be a very long and sometimes arduous journey, so the topics that you make videos on, you really have to be truly passionate about. The next thing to do is to identify your USP, i.e. your unique selling point. Every successful YouTube channel out there offers their viewers something, whether it be relaxation, entertainment, education, or inspiration. So for vlogging channels, there's something about their lifestyle that really connects to their audience. So it's either aspirational or relatable. For self-help channels, it's inspiration. For cleaning channels, it's inspiration and motivation. For ASMR channels, it's relaxation. For educational channels, it's information. So you really have to think about what it is about your channel that you are offering to your viewers. The third thing you should do to grow grow your YouTube channel is to create quality content. Now, when people are talking about quality content, they don't mean how good the footage looks, although that does play a minor part. They're talking about how interesting the content is. It's just how Hollywood works. So if a film has beautiful cinematography and the world's biggest star, if it's boring, it's still going to bomb. And similarly, your video has to be interesting to the people watching. So don't get too hung up on aesthetics. If you don't have a camera to film on, it's perfectly fine to use your smartphone. Smartphones these days produce really high quality video content. If you're interested, then I will link all the equipment and kit that I use in the description below, so you can go and check them out via the links. Another aspect of creating good quality content is to make sure that the titles, thumbnails and descriptions all hit it out of the park. So the title should be stuffed full of keywords, the thumbnails should make it clear what the video is about immediately, and any text that you use on it should be legible and large so that viewers can read it at a glance, and the description should be complete. Google and YouTube read these descriptions to determine how high to rank your video in the search results. So the fuller your descriptions and the more accurate it is, the higher it will rank in search. The next thing to do to grow your YouTube channel is to be consistent. YouTube rewards consistency because they recognize you are working to grow a following on their platform and therefore working to keep people on YouTube for longer. But be realistic when you create a schedule for yourself because you don't want to risk burnout. Now, I know that I could probably grow this channel much faster if I uploaded twice a week rather than once a week, but between having a full-time job, another YouTube channel to run and my personal commitments, one upload a week is all that I can manage for now. The next thing to do is research other channels and find out what videos did well for them and make a version of that video yourself. The reason why it's good to make videos on established and popular content that's already trending is because you yourself don't yet have a following, so whatever you put out there isn't likely to instantly take off. And finally, give your channel a look and feel, i.e. give it branding. So make sure you have a channel banner that explains what topics you cover and how frequently you upload. Make sure you group your videos into playlists, and finally make sure your thumbnails have a consistent look and feel. How long does it take to get monetized and how much money can you earn? To qualify for monetization, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. And the reason why YouTube has set that benchmark is it's a way for them to determine the quality of your content before they manually review your channel upon application for monetization. Now, don't be disheartened by that threshold. If you're consistently making quality content, you will be able to achieve it. Once you get started, you'll see that it's not as difficult and as daunting as it may first appear. When it comes to earnings, I can tell you that it varies greatly from YouTube channel to YouTube channel. If you look in your YouTube analytics, you'll be able to find your RPM and your CPM. RPM is revenue earned per 1,000 video plays, and CPM is the amount of money that advertisers pay YouTube for 1,000 video plays. Your RPM will be lower than your CPM because it cuts out what YouTube takes from your ad revenue, and it also takes into account the fact that not every single one of your videos will have an ad displayed. So your RPM is actually what you earn. So the two main things that really determine what you earn on your channel is the niche that you've chosen and the views you're pulling in. So niches, for example, that are highly saturated, like beauty, fitness, vlogging, they will see a lower CPM and RPM because there's much more competition, whereas tech channels generally have a higher CPM and RPM. When it comes to views, it's really simple. The higher the views you're pulling in, the more money you will see. So if you have a large follower base but you can't convert them into views, then you won't be seeing that much money. And the way to make sure that you get a lot of views is to make sure that you have high engagement on your content, and the only way to do that is to create consistently good quality content. It's always good to have a backup plan when it comes to YouTube, either it be a full-time job or other ways to make income online. I will be making more videos in the future on wealth building and how to grow your social media following, because I do work full-time in social media. I'm the head of video at one of UK's largest parenting sites, and if you're interested in that type of content, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, why not give this video a like as well. So when it comes to making money on YouTube, YouTubers riding a big wave and having a blow up moment are actually earning a lot of money, but do be aware that these waves are sporadic. It can be very up and down for YouTubers, and you don't always see steady income and steady growth. YouTube is well worth doing, but it's good to have these facts up front. And finally, I want to address the things not to do. Don't go down the sub for sub route, because those people aren't genuinely interested in your content and they'll falsely inflate your figures and decrease your engagement as they won't be watching what you produce. Similarly, don't spend hours and hours commenting on hundreds of videos, hoping that those creators will come and subscribe to your channel. They may or they may not, but that time would be much better spent creating good quality content. And finally, don't focus on quantity over quality. One really high quality piece of video content that gives you hundreds of views, thousands of views even, will give you so much more than multiple videos that you've rushed out in order to try and pump out as much content as possible. As I said, I'll be making more videos on YouTube and my growth on this channel as it continues. I'm very recently monetized, so I don't have any income reports to share with you, but when I do, I'll make a follow-up video where I'll share my ad revenue. You may be surprised at how little you earn on YouTube, especially at the beginning stages, but for me, YouTube isn't about making money or being famous. My two little corners of the internet have really allowed me to indulge my passions for educational content and intentional living content. I think YouTube is well worth doing, money or no money. As always guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found this video helpful and inspirational for your own YouTube journeys. Make sure to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more content on minimalism, intentional living, productivity, wealth building, and of course, YouTube.